What's up? My name is Kamal, and today my dad and I are in the shop, pulled the red Cayenne out, and working on the other Cayenne today. The problem he's having is the blower motor's squeaky now. I guess the bearing's going bad. So we were just going to change out the blower motor. So as you can see, when you start turning it on, it just squeaks constantly when the blower motor is on. Before this, it was kind of intermittent, on and off, but it's gotten to the point where, well, it just quieted down a little bit, but it's almost always that loud. So we're gonna swap that out. We got a new one from Rock Auto for it was like $87 shipped. So the first thing we'll have to do is take the glove box out, and then the blower motor should be under there. Haven't done one of these before, but we'll see how it goes. So the first thing to do is to pop this trim off of here. So we just have some plastic trim piece tools. Might be a little tricky, but okay.
Oh, that's one piece.
Cool. Yes, T20. So the next thing is there's some T20 screws. I see there's 3 here, and I was looking up. I think there's actually screws in these rubber pieces on each side, so I'll get those out. So we got the 3 screws out here, and then there's these 2 you have to loosen. And then underneath here, we have 1 screw in the middle there. We're gonna have to take that out and pop this cover down.
This is out. Take this out of here. Let me take these out. Okay, so that's done.
Okay. And I think there should be 2 more underneath now.
Okay, tell me where.
So he took the one that was right there that holds the underbody panel on, and then all the way on the left here there's 1 more, and right here. So yeah, they're just here and here. Just 2 more like those. So we just got the glove box out. This catch right here had, you know, it has 2 screws that go through here, so I just used this. All of these screws have been T20s, by the way. Just got those 2 screws out over there. That's popped out. You can see this air hose here. That attached, you can see there's like a hole back there. That's where that air hose just popped in. And we had this one connection that went to this light, and then we had this one connection, or actually, wait, no, it's this one here. This one went to the underbody panel. This connection here went to this over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like
This is because this hose is for the AC. If you have some chocolate here, you wanna keep it cool, so it won't melt.
Oh, I see.
And you can shut it off completely, so you know air comes in, or open it completely. But this is for the AC, I think. See how it has the frost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
Right.
So there's the blower right here now. I didn't actually, usually they're bolted kind of like facing up, but this is like facing forward. The first thing we have to do is take the the blower resistor out, this blue piece, which there's a screw on each side and just 2 connectors going to it. So we're gonna get that out really quick. And the 2 bolts that go to it are 5.5 millimeter screws. Interesting. Yeah, this has Volkswagen on it. So yeah, I think I read that there's 5 more of those 5.5 millimeter screws. Well, there's definitely one there, yeah. There's also the connector right there for the, see the connector going to the floor? Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Alright. So here's 1, here's 2.
Yeah. And I know there's one over here. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So that was 1, 2, 3.
There's one here.
Oh, there's one in the back there, I see. But yeah.
One here. Okay. But this is in the way a little bit. Push it this way is better. Okay, there's one here.
Yeah.
They're on the side. I don't know if that's necessary or not. Okay.
Does it feel loose at all, or oh, it's moving a little bit. Oh, is there one more back there? Is there one here?
Let me see. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's starting to come out now.
Okay.
Okay.
There's one maybe here too.
One more.
I see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this harness right here kind of hides some of the bolts.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Here it is.
It's just,
This spins easier.
yeah.
You see, there's wobbling in it. This has no play.
So yeah, do that again. So that almost sounds like the same
Yeah,
pitch
same pitch.
that it was making.
I wonder if you tighten this, if it goes away. Is this that's not a hex?
It's just like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really, I think, just the bearing in there starts going bad. But this does feel a little looser. So yeah, this one's from a company called URO Parts. And like I said, I got it from Rock Auto. I'll put a link in the description, but this was $87 shipped. The Porsche one is like 500 bucks. So, and see, it's actually a Volkswagen part. I know this also fits in the Volkswagen Touareg and the Audi Q7 is what I was reading. So we'll get this new one in there and get everything back together and start it up and see how it sounds. So.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we just got everything back in the car. Everything works good. The only thing I did have to adjust a little bit is with this thing where it bolts under here. I had this in, I screwed it in. When we got the box in here, the door wouldn't close. I loosened the two screws under here and jiggled this, and it kind of popped down a little further, tightened the screws back up, and now the box closes no problem. But yeah, as far as the fan, as you can hear, it's no longer making the bearing noise, which we knew it wouldn't. Something weird that did happen though is we were before we put the box and all those electrical connections back together, we had the blower motor back in and the resistor back in, the blue piece, and we went to test it and it wouldn't work. When we started the car, it did work, and we thought that maybe something was wrong with that blower motor, so we connected the old one again, and it was the same thing. With the key on but the car off, this wouldn't work like it is now. You had to start the car for the blower to work, but when you connect all the other electrical connections down here, for some reason, that's when it allows the fan to work with the key on but the car off. Just thought I'd mention that in case, because yeah, I mean, you don't want to put all of this back in there if that's not working. So if you go to test it and you're like, why isn't it working with the key on but the car off, it has something to do with all the electrical connections over here. This one's a 2004, so I don't know if that'd be different for other models, but just a heads up if that happens to y'all. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And the blower motor,
for watching, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Blower motor's not bad.
Yeah.
Because he did it all.
Noise.
You did it all by yourself
No
too.
squeaking.
It wasn't that
No
hard.
headaches.
Yeah.